Day 21, I decided to do another sour cream container, but this one is smaller, so you can just use your regular 1-inch punch to make the window. Now you don't have to make a window on these, but these actually come apart. You have to destroy them to eat from these, so it's always good to have them know what they have inside. And these are sour Skittles, and I just put in the purple and orange and a few red ones in there. These ones don't fit as many treats, but that might be a good thing. Okay. These are the supplies you need to make the mini one. Okay, so you just need a piece of black cardstock. It's 5 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to make a really, really fat and squat one. Doesn't fit a lot of candy, which is great. Because you're using cardstock, you have to use the sticky strip. You need a stamp, and what I used with this particular one is I used the ring on the outside, and I used the spider, because I'm going to use the spider web embossing folder, a little bit of ribbon, and you also need either some shimmer paint or some silver or white ink, so you can really make that spider web stand out. Yes. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is run this through the Big Shot and emboss this. Alright, so I ran it through the embossing folder and it came out. And then to make this really pop, I just took my silver stamp pad and I just went took about 3 seconds. You can also do that same effect with the white stamp pad. It looks very similar. And if you're nervous about doing that because you're a perfectionist, you can also sponge it on. You can also use the sponge dauber and shake up this silver shimmer paint and do the exact same thing and just rub it on like that. Just depends on your personality, and it just looks great, I think, no matter what you do. Okay, we're almost done. Now I just marked the very center of this so I can center my 1-inch punch on this and go up as high as you can. That's very important. And then you do that. So now get the spider out with the 1-inch. Then you can get the 1 1/4 inch and get the ring. And you're going to have to adhere that ring on before you can fold anything up. So just line it up the best you can. Okay, now we're going to adhere this ring on to this next. Alright, before you fold it up, the other thing you have to do is put this little window sheet in here. And I just put a little bit of snail adhesive all along the edge. And some of it's going to be off the edge, so I make sure I have a piece of scratch paper underneath. Just like that. So it's sticky, and this is like 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 inch window sheet. And that just goes on like that. Okay, now next we're going to put some sticky strip right here and just on one side, and then right here and right here. And when you fold it up, you need to make sure that window is right in the middle. Okay, now we're ready to put it together. You need to have your candy nearby because we're going to seal this all up. Okay, so I'm going to have sticky strip right there. So it's going to be right here on one of the short edges. And then I put sticky strip on both of the long edges. Okay, because it's cardstock, you have to use the sticky strip. Okay, so you just need to peel this off. And I roll it up in a toilet paper roll before I even start this. So, because the paper doesn't roll super easy. Then you're just going to have to put it on real tight. Try to get it matched up the best you can. If you don't match it up, it's too late. You have to get it down. Okay, and now I actually twist this because I want this part to come down exactly flat. Now this, because you want that to be centered. Okay, now you just take off the sticky strip on the inside. If I can do this. Okay, I pulled it out. Okay, then you just line it up the best you can. Okay, and that will make this window sheet pretty close to centered. Now I'm just going to trim that little part off and run it through the crimper. Okay, just run it through. I like to push really hard when you're doing it on cardstock. Okay, I ran it through the crimper. I went all the way up to this window, so I got 2 or 3 really good lines. Okay, now I don't want to close this up yet, but before I even close it up, I want to make sure that this is centered, or it just looks so much cuter when it is. So I'm going to fold it kind of how I think would make it look cute. that point was right there. Okay. And then what you need to do is pour the candy in. All right, if you really want to be a perfectionist about this, you can push this straight down, figure out where the center is, and then put your fold right there. Okay, so that's where it's going to fold. Okay, so I just put all my candy in this little cup so I could pour it in well. And then you can actually arrange it if you wanted to make sure the orange ones were showing through. I just made sure that I had orange ones in there. Orange and the purple. Okay, so now I can close this up. But before I do, I'm going to put this ribbon so I can have like a little ribbon tag coming out the top. So this is actually really important too. You have to use the sticky strip and you have to put it along that little edge. Okay, pull that off and then fold this in half. Okay, so that's going to look really cute and it's going to stay together like that. You can also staple it or put something else right there. You're not going to see it. Okay, then you're going to have to pull out the sticky strip in there and then just smash it in and it'll stay real tight. Okay, I got that put in. Now I'm just going to take this little part, because remember I didn't match that up perfectly. I'm going to trim that little piece off, then I'm going to run it through this. Okay, and let me just show you really quick how I did this. I actually held it upside down and I fished the ribbon through it. Then I'm going to squeeze that tight and then I can roll it. And I like to always over roll it a little tiny bit so I can get about 3 lines in. And there you can see. That just got about 2. All right, cute. Now we're just going to make a little bit of decorations on that. Okay, we're done. We just need to put a couple little decorations on here. And I'm just going to take these Halloween bats. And I did 1 in black and 2 in white. And then I can just put this really cute border behind it. There's glue along the back. So give that a chance to dry. And then I'll just pop dot him right there. And I'll take a little pop dot right now for this little spider and just stick him on there. And then I think that's about done. All right, love it.